question. Let's see how fnatic perform, though. We are underway into our decider map. Opening game for both of these teams, and roeJ not wasting any time alongside KRIMZ. They want to fight Yard here.
Numbers on roeJ. Dexter had many problems coming his way. He is history for this round. 5-on-4 for Imperial. Moving in towards the B bomb site, looking somewhat committed, although Vinny and Henny are still lurking upstairs. Econ is open. There is a minute for Imperial. No bomb plant pressure just yet, but the bomb carrier is in the red. Now he's dead. Felps has dropped the bomb and will continue to exchange frags around the map as we're down to a 2-on-2. roeJ doing fast 180s. Afro's got his 6 covered though, but not his front. Takes one in the face, leaving Afro in the clutch. No AWP this time. Can he still do it? Bomb is planted. Looking for Henny. A very deep angle indeed. There's the 1v1 he's looking for, but he cannot find the headshot that he wants. Door of opportunity has been closed. How does he make this work for himself? That smoke has not gone so well. Door open. Clock is ticking. This one is close to over already. Nobody home. Now it's just awkwardness as he gets popped by Henny. 2 frags for him. And you can see he is very focused. This is a man who wants to win.
Absolutely. Imperial were maybe concerned after losing that first map, but now I think you can see the belief is there after stealing fnatic's pick. A couple of kills back and forth. Then I think it was Vinny who really showed up at the right time with that P2 50 and put Imperial into an advantageous position. Also didn't help that Dexter, out in the open on ramp, committed to his position, didn't get a single kill, allowed that access to the B-bomb site in the first place. Scout is out. Dexter out of the round though, despite Afro getting the first kill over towards Yard. 4v4 early. Imperial happy to slow things down. Oh, Afro looking hot with that scout right now. That is 2 headshots. Now roeJ emerging from below. Damage being done. This is looking very dangerous now for Imperial.
Afro is so connected to his mouse in this series. I'm concerned with the time already for Imperial. That's a very important frag though. Have a look at Mezzi's angle. 40 seconds on the clock. Henny is carrying the bomb and he's got 27 HP. One shot, that bomb's on the floor. And in the chaos, while trying to fight, that could be quite the problem. Great angle from roeJ. Oh, Vinny walks straight into it. There's the spam. But Henny's still standing. Can they get angles on the B-bomb site in time? It looks like the answer might be yes. The doors are blown off. Mezzi seeking. Henny looking to plant that bomb. No connection made just yet. Still dangerous. Still very nervous indeed. KRIMZ joining Mezzi. 2v2. And now everybody's low for Imperial. KRIMZ of this Galil could be devastating. Henny's in the open, desperately trying to get to Decon. Or some cover. He'll do that at the very least. fnatic are really taking their time. There's no kit here though. Now down to the 1v1. Mezzi needs to find this kill and quickly ring around the roeJ. Finds Henny at the very least. He'll make it costly, but they won't win the round. Imperial will hang on by a thread.
A great movement from Henny there. You saw him just strafe both sides around the silo, realizing all he needed to do was buy time to win the round. It's pretty good recovery because this was Afro with the scout, starting so strong. Second shot as well, not easy to do. And Vinny just found that kill on the fading smoke. They get that trade into ramp, which allows them access down to B. And once they were down onto B, they just ran the clock down long enough with that bomb planted. Looks like Imperial have overcome that initial hurdle after winning the pistol. Now this hurdle should be a little lower, a little easier to clear. There isn't as much for fnatic to work with in this one. You know what I was thinking about recently, James?
I cannot
Completely off
imagine.
topic.
I cannot imagine.
You don't want to imagine. No, it was like you know some of the weird sports like pole vaulting. I'm like, how do you get into that? I've never pole vaulted in my life. It looks scary.
I did consider, you know I'm into my target shooting.
Yeah.
I think it's the biathlon where you ski and you've got a rifle on your back and you've got to shoot some falling plates and then carry on. It looks pretty.
That sport sounds so fun.
Yeah, it looks super fun. But I feel like if I was to go skiing, I'd break one of my legs, maybe both of them. So it's out for me.
I agree. I'm not a big fan of skiing. I don't trust myself. This round could get costly, you know. 3-on-3. Imperial have got that bomb down, but I think they're going to hang around here. Penny does win that duel. I think that should help ensure that this round's okay, or maybe not. Kills keep coming. The bomb should be too low at this point, but it's still good damage from fnatic out of this round.
Yeah, they just want problems, always. And that's good because, again, like, if Imperial lose one round, look at their money. Their money sucks. Bolts has got $3,500. If they lose one round, they're on eco immediately. Whereas normally, all things being well, you start 3-0 on the T side, maybe the CTs win a round, but like I don't know, if they survive with 2 players, 1 player, you should have a full buy in the hole. Keep that pressure up, break their economy, put them back in the bin. But Imperial don't even have full grenades because of the damage that fnatic have done in these rounds. So again, it's all about every little edge you can find, and fnatic certainly found one there, but they still need to build on that by winning a round. So let's see if they could do that. roeJ will get one for free as felps creeps through the smoke. They can find some support for him as Vinny rounds T-Red and makes his way towards Secret. Afro spotting Henny but not making a connection. Fast moving around on Nuke outside.
Oh, good shot from Afro. Those smokes now gone, so he gets a clear line of sight. Dexter's the first responder to get a frag in this game. He needs to win this one. Just about adjusts onto Vinny. That was the key moment in this round because now Imperial gonna have such a hard time coming back into this. It is a molly. I just doubt it's going to be used onto Mezzi's position, even though he would be very vulnerable. Potter instead is trying to sneak in with good timing, but it's that AWP that's just rotated. Jota sneaks below. Oh, he gets spotted, and now Mezzi swings into a double. The lineup is perfect. And fnatic not only get their first round, but put Imperial back down to a terrible position with their economy.
There we go. They reap the rewards immediately. That's why it's so key to contain Imperial while they're winning the round. Make it oppressive, make it expensive, make them expire to that bomb or the guns, one or the other. And instantly, you can begin to build. In theory, anyway. In reality, Tech9s have been purchased by Imperial, and that never bodes well for a CT side. felps trying to find the target, but Mezzi will put him out of his misery. Imperial are just kind of creeping around these choke points. I expect them to go straight down the vent, but they're everywhere but the vent, it looks like. Things could get very weird indeed, but Vinny's made his way downstairs with the bomb, and maybe only Vinny.
Oh, what is this, Henny? How does he get in behind? He gets one for free. AWP recovered. roeJ's got to be careful. It's a missed shot from Henny, and I think roeJ will now back away. The awkward thing is, this bomb being here, is it even good for them? Well, it might be now, but it's been dropped. Can KRIMZ hold on to it? The molly helps, and now dexter here for backup.
Very polite to close your doors. This is very awkward indeed. Bolt with the Mag-10. Who's at the advantage? Mezzi coming in from the ramp, but he can't deliver the goods. Dexter, shoulder to shoulder. KRIMZ has got 3 HP. He needs to go first if he can. There's a traffic jam in control. KRIMZ will hold the door. They will be close enough to each other. Imperial look like they might have some legs to them. To even get this far, to get Henny into that position, to find a AWP is quite something. 23 seconds. The bomb is in the smoke. He will be collecting everything but the bomb. Collecting lead, chest first. fnatic find their second round, but we spoke about the impact on the economy. Imperial certainly did a lot there.
Yeah, that entire round just made me so uncomfortable throughout. I've got to say, James. I didn't know what was going on. Fights all over the shop. This was awkward from Mezzy. Couldn't get that second kill behind, but finally, after this bomb gets dropped, fnatic able to put an end to things and win that round. And now this one should be fine. It's just the blocks and a couple of P250s. See if KRIMZ can get a mow down here. I always like it when the ramp player gets a big spray down. Yeah, get those kills. You deserve it.
Henny would have never taken that bait. No disrespect. I just noticed that it's very hard to bait a shot from Henny, at least whenever I'm watching.
Yeah.
Afro's been fantastic today, though. I mean, we've seen he has had, I think, of all the highlights we've had in the vacuum of this series, I think he's had at least the top two most absurd, most challenging clutches to find have both been Afro, maybe even more than two. We have a pause in the match at present. Older versions of Counter-Strike, the ramp player would spray through the bottom corner of that box, but you don't really see it in CSGO. Maybe it absorbs too much damage.
Did see, I know a lot of people, maybe newer players, won't have known some of the older versions of Nuke. It was Penguin who made a video recently.
Yes.
Some of the older versions of maps. That little window in the hut, I remember that was so annoying. You were trying to go A. Oh god, it was the worst.
That was really painful, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a map called jumps_training, which gives you many of the jumps which no longer exist in current Counter-Strike, like going from the roof into the window. And when you make it, it kind of teleports you to the next one. So it's really fun to practice old jumps. I do think it's a tool that the developers should be using as well to test how good the movement is in CS2. Just run a map like that. I did tweet them that. I don't know if they'll do it or not, but at least they changed the water on Ancient in Eastbourne. That really triggered some people. Anyway, Imperial sending it into the A bomb site. This is fast timing for the likes of Imperial. So far, so good. 2 frags with only Vinny lost, but they've taken plenty of position on this bomb site. There is some util here for fnatic. This could be a very costly retake attempt. You can see Afro is creeping towards the lobby position, but even with roeJ's position here, how do they find a way into this bomb site?
Hard clearing that corner, but no one fighting him. Might need him to get an early kill. That shotgun AWPing works out, and a second player with his back turned. Afro farming all the frags close range, and Jota has to try and save the round. He's got the first, but it's Afro hunting him down and delivering again.
What were we saying about Afro highlights? What were we saying? That guy's just chilling. He is just chilling. Patience from fnatic. The AWP creeps. The AWP determines the outcome of this one. Great work from Afro once again. And have a look at that presentation. This is not the right kind of club, Phelps.
Oh dear. Well, I think Afro enjoyed it either way. My lord. fnatic into the lead then. Still a buy for Imperial in this one though with the AKs. Work to be done still for fnatic. Early nade damage onto felps, who has been countered pretty well on this map after having a great map previous. roeJ again in this same position. He's played here before. Are they ready for him again? Don't quick switch, Felps. Come on. Scaring me. There we go.
Those ticks of old keep the gun feeling fresh. Also, I think sometimes people just want to make sure they know what's at the other end of that queue, be it a knife or a grenade. 4-on-4 as KRIMZ is going walkabout outside. Seen a fast pace from Imperial, but they are being slowed by the likes of fnatic now. Afro finding a pick, 3-on-3, that was much needed. KRIMZ is still heading forward. Mezzi simply waiting. That frag will distract from KRIMZ. That'll take even less focus away from their 6. Elbow of Afro perhaps spotted there by Yota as he makes his way downstairs with the bomb. Great work by Afro, just showing the elbow enough to reveal Felps' position. And they know, Afro doesn't need to do anything, but he still will. He could have held that position and contained Felps if he wanted to, but they will go and find those final frags.
This has felt like a pretty back and forth map, but it's actually 5 in a row now for fnatic. It's just the rounds have still felt competitive. The last couple especially with bomb plants in back-to-back rounds for Imperial, but they can't close them. With Felps getting the early advantage this time, but dexter plugs the gap on yard. Afro again looking so reliable. Just doesn't seem to miss right now. Almost every shot is landing. It's a tight angle where he has to hit the shot. Delivers again alongside Mezzi, who's quietly putting up the same numbers. Mezzi maybe not as flashy, but still having a fantastic map here. Imperial go for the fast yard maneuver again. Oh no, Afro's not ready. Freebie for Felps.
He makes his way to secure that bomb plant. KRIMZ going fishing, will come up with nothing on this occasion. Retake territory once again. 3 with kits. Mezzi looking for lurkers. Vinny's got to be careful with his shadow. There we go. And there he goes. Mezzi's patience pays off. fnatic have good pace for these retakes. Thoughts will show that he is still upstairs. The remainder of fnatic on that B bomb site now as they start to swarm the site. There's a smoke for roeJ. There's a great angle for Henny though, which reaps rewards immediately. KRIMZ has got 2 to deal with and they've been wiped out. KRIMZ securing the defuse as well. Enough time again. They've got good pacing and they are strong on these retakes. fnatic, another one in the bag as they move to 6 on their CT side.
Smiles on their faces. They've been having to retake this B site in a couple of rounds here. This is the initial trade, and Mezzi just gets that shadow spotted. He was so patient up above because that bomb had been planted for a few seconds. He knew he needed to hold for that lurking player. Very good awareness, very good read from Mezzi. I think his positioning is his biggest strength. He always seems to know what's going on. He's 13-5 now. Having a great game here. Imperial still getting these buys together, though, with these constant bomb plants. So no easy rounds for fnatic. Timing on that molly. Now Afro will come in and...
Oops.
He's dropped his orb. It's all good, though.
Love this. Sheer aggression we see. Did they hit a scope, I wonder? Oh, roeJ's been popped elsewhere, and Afro didn't check his left properly. Henny is ready now. KRIMZ must deliver with the AK-47, but he can't find a fatal connection. I don't know how much fnatic can afford to lose in this round. This is where Imperial might have worn him down enough to take control in the short term. But they still need to deliver on the promise of this round. It's 5-on-3, 40 seconds as they consider their options. Mezzi smoked off the choke point, but there might be a gap for him. Indeed there is. That's a big one. Dexter rotating as well. 25 seconds for Imperial. Time will soon become their enemy if this keeps up. They've got the numbers advantage. KRIMZ creeping past Jota. 15 seconds for them. As Bolts looks to secure that bomb plant, he gets immediately domed, and KRIMZ can take his place. 7 seconds, he needs to survive afterwards. Oh boy, the dream is collapsing. He's got to go up the ladder. Why are they so slow? It's 5 on 3, come on, guys.
Oh no. Oh boy, it's an absolute robbery from KRIMZ and fnatic. They deny the bomb twice. And yeah, not only the slowness, but also the fact that they don't have anyone else on that A site. There are 2 other players, neither of them there to be able to deny the bomb. Well, deny the bomb from being denied, I guess, is the way to put it. I am not surprised about the timeout after that round. A real frustrating one for Imperial. It really does not feel like fnatic have won 7 rounds in a row, but somehow that's true. And this one was probably the wildest of them all.
Why did they plant for heaven?
Yeah, that is a bit weird too.
With so many people alive.
There's just no one there that can defend.
You should not be winning. You should not be losing a round like that. Keita thinks that's hilarious, man. Like how? It's like how have you? He's asking how have you ever won that round ever? Imperial straight into the A bomb site. Mezzi with good angles, good enough for 2. Spots more going downstairs, but roeJ is downstairs already. Felps opening decon, looking for a fast bomb plant. Bolt has no idea that roeJ basically sunk through the floor. Felps delivers a crucial kill, makes it a 2 on 3 as the bomb just about gets planted, and he can't survive all these airstrikes. Henny upstairs, bomb downstairs. Mezzi with a hell of an angle. Oh boy, timing. Never mind. Mezzi's good for it. You cannot lose rounds like that. You can't.
Yeah, you really can't afford to lose those rounds. It's just, yeah. I don't know. I can't really add much more, James. You've put it very well. Oh, Mezzi, very well done on the anti-flash. Turns it into 2. Spots the players dropping down. Even though roeJ only gets 1 kill, that's enough. Make sure the bomb doesn't get planted straight away. The artillery strike arrives onto the bomb site. So fnatic's streak continues. When will it end? Wait and see. Wolf is out there for Afro. It's crazy. fnatic have won 8 in a row, and their money in the bank is still kind of bad. So they need to stay focused here. If Imperial win 1 round, there could be some issues in the buy going forward. Felps has been doing a decent job on yard. Looks into his teammate, Smolly. Will finally move into possession. This time, roeJ not willing to fight him early. Meanwhile, KRIMZ getting assistance briefly from Dexter. This could be great timing. A double stack on ramp right now.
That jiggle. Look at that jiggle. Still, Afro delivers. No bait taken whatsoever. Credit to both. Heading towards that 40-second mark, and the bait is beginning, and it works very effectively indeed. KRIMZ previously alone. He would get dropped by Henny. Where is Henny? There he is. There he goes. There he was. Such big impact have you had. To find the right timing, add a little gimmick, and you end up in a devastatingly good situation. Look at the lack of money for Imperial. Great time to create something like that on the ramp. Deliver the goods, secure the bomb. Wonder how far fnatic can go in this half now. Loss bonus is high for Imperial, at least there's that. They could muster something around what they've got here.
Hey.
Just when he starts showing the chest.
I mean, also, actually very important for fnatic to finally win a round quite convincingly. They're actually going to have a bit of money in the bank now. Oh, Imperial is still forcing, though. Maybe they think they can just break through. Maybe they still think fnatic's money's bad. I mean, either way, it's not a great buy.
Maybe they're tilted.
It could actually be the case.
I suppose 4-13, eco 14 by 15, worst case.
Hello.
Yeah, it shows promise. Okay.
Wow.
This one has escalated very quickly indeed. Imperial basically won the round at this point. 5 versus 1. I think their bomb plant will be okay. Well, what just happened? I guess they just rushed.
Yeah.
And it worked. Good. What else?
Oh,
to
that
say?
helps.
Yeah. Thumbs up. Solid thumbs up. Listen, whatever works. Let's have a look.
Yeah, Mezzy got full blind. Maybe the flashes was great. Must have been. Fair play. Fast A can sometimes be the solution. That is Imperial's first round win since they went 3-0 up after winning the pistol. They finally got around, and they win them consistently. They might go for the A play again. Let's cancel, they say. What a counter utility. I think fnatic were very prepared for it this time. KRIMZ is playing down Secret ahead of time. It's a bit of a change for fnatic. And he may be called upon it. Third smoke finally deployed. roeJ wants this angle up above. That's a good fight for him. KRIMZ has come into play. He's got a double kill from down below. It's only Henny now crossing with the orb and the bomb. What a terrifying position he's in.
Well, it's Henny. This man is never terrified. He is always ready.
Oh, this timing's great. Why is dexter looking back up? I'm a little confused, but either way, Henny will take it, and he might take a bomb plant.
Yeah, and they won't know that he's carrying the bomb, obviously, because they weren't looking at him. Now they'll have some of the information. Question is, where is Jota? He's lurking somewhere, but he needs to find his way to Henny and quick, and he will. How do they play this one out then? Does one hold the ramp? Again, fnatic with that slow, methodical approach. No kit on these 3 players, though. So they won't have as much time as they would normally like. What a fantastic angle from Henny. A big frag from Mezzy, and they've really got to speed things up. Henny looking for the ace. Mezzy now has found a kit, and he's defusing right here, or trying to at the very least. Henny's open the door, denied the ace by Mezzy, but not denied the round. 5 on the board for Imperial, and they wipe the money off fnatic.
Yeah, Mezzy was having to wait a hell of a long time there to rotate down the vents because it's just so scary. That's KRIMZ getting 2 before the shot. And maybe it was miscommunication? I'm not entirely sure why dexter's looking back up there. You'd have thought he could just sit and hold Secret, and then if someone drops vents, he's going to hear it. Either way, ended up being rough because it lost them that sight, and somehow Imperial turned the round around. Now they've got a chance for 6 T rounds here with fnatic's play being back.
Vinny with 2. All right then, it is almost lights out completely for fnatic, more or less. Imperial finding so many frags early in some of these late rounds in the first half. And it just gets even more unpredictable and uncertain as we head towards halftime. Who takes this series? Their opening match in Group C. Find out after the break. Who's going to win this series? I am uncertain. I think coming into this, you have to favor fnatic. I think after overpass, you really have to favor fnatic. I think maybe starting into that first half of Nuke, you might favor fnatic. But now, if they come back from Imperial, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, tough to know. However, it is fnatic in the lead at the half, 9-6 up. 9 rounds in a row for fnatic. 3 at the start for Imperial, 3 at the end to keep it somewhat close. I've got those dualies out for bolts. CT classic nowadays, very common. A few nades for fnatic as well as a P250. What felps can do here, smoke is up in his face. He drops down the vents with a knife in hand. Meanwhile, roeJ wrapping all the way around yard. And he's got to be wise to this. He's fighting at range. I think he is falling back now because he knows roeJ could be closing the distance.
Just the rounds are so fun. Minute 30 on the clock, and you are surrounded on this A bomb site. Have a look at that. Completely neutralized. So fast from fnatic. Perhaps so telling as to what to expect from this half. Nothing left for Imperial to do. But Henny will be creeping with the AWP. Hen 1. Lucas 1 is cheering him on. So much history. So many different teams these players have been on in the region. So much talent from that region as well.
Are they? fnatic off to a good start on this T side. They split the pistols on Nuke. Definitely a lot of historical players on the server. I'm just so glad KRIMZ is still playing for fnatic. That just feels like the one present that's always there in my life.
Yes, needed.
Gives me some stability. We feel good. Still playing well.
I'm upset with these players who are retiring just before CS2 comes out. The Kenny S's, the Flushers. Like, what's going on, man? So, the great reset is on the way. Stop it.
Very true. That was rude from Henny. I still just love seeing scouts at top level play. They're so good with them. I never quite understand it. Small gap being held by felps. He'll spot someone crossing and then drop a smoke. There we go. Oh, okay. took some damage for it though.
Yeah, that was painful. I always think in rounds like this, when you are at the advantage but you lose the first player, clock is an increasing concern. We saw it for Imperial in different ways, some very bizarre. 45 seconds on the clock now. And again, you've got to get some kills before you plant this bomb. That much is for certain, especially against a buy such as this. fnatic are... Oh, smoke is up. Oh, that's a big tag onto Afro. That's the bomb carrier. KRIMZ taking a big one as well. Oh, I smell devastation. I smell disaster. Doesn't smell good. Smells like burnt pizza. Oh, here we go. The CTs are coming to life now, and it was almost inevitable. There's just this like level of hesitation when you lose that first play and you don't have any kills, where you run the clock down, but it's not in your favor, and then you've got to scramble onto a site. All the CTs are alive, and chaos ensues, and you are the victim.
It's not even an expected angle really on the jump up. Just holding for it. Yeah, they just got caught in a stranglehold there with so many Imperial players ready to react on that A site. Rear naked choke onto the fnatic team entirely. Now the pistols will try some pace. Mezzy may make it down the vents. Oh, he's struggling. Oh dear, he's been spammed down. Meanwhile, ramp will be pressured. We're a little concerned someone may have dropped already. So Jota responds, and he will plug the gap. Doing his best to be a bit of salitate. He's got into a good position there. Might be a big mow down for Henny if he can get the timing right.
How do you play this one out then? Oh, not how you wanted to. A big opportunity lost by fnatic in the previous round. They may do it the hard way, although this is still 50-50 if you ask me. They've got the numbers, they don't have the health, they don't have all of the rifles. Not everybody's even got Kevlar, but that's a game changer. Now we've got a 4-on-2. KRIMZ has found a big frag there. Now things become very, very problematic indeed. And again, this puts the loss bonus in the bin for Imperial. In the bin with the bin juice. That far, that deep down.
Yeah, this is really rough. It's so rough when you lose their second round for Imperial here. Sorry, the third coming in. It's just going to put you in this really awkward position. See if they are allowed to save these weapons. It is looking likely. That is a small consolation prize. Gone to the arcade. They've spent a bunch of money. They haven't come out with a big prize. They've just come out with a crappy little toy. The players will have a bit of money. Maybe the buy isn't going to be as bad as I thought. But even then, the fact that fnatic are 11-7 up, I mean, if you lose this round as Imperial right now, you have got a mountain to climb to get back into this one. It's a shame that Henny can't find anything there. He tried to play the patience game, but fnatic were just so quick at closing the distance. Credit to them for that. Now Imperial pressure on for them in this round. They can't afford to lose this and get forced down to a low buy.
This is such an interesting series. Imperial will fight tooth and nail. Sometimes they'll come out on top. This might be one of those times. This is a very dangerous round. For the likes of fnatic. See felps trying to keep an eye on things outside. But look at this spread from fnatic. There are a few angles for them to work with. It's a great one for felps. Doesn't see the trade from Afro. Probably doesn't see the bomb there either. You see bolts creeping, delivering onto KRIMZ though. He's got a lot of problems coming his way. The extra bullets in the magazine of the Galil won't be enough for him, but still a 3-on-2 for Imperial. fnatic really cannot collapse in this round. It must be standing at the end. Same is true for Imperial. This is a great opportunity. This is the opportunity again for them to come back. 20 seconds for a bomb plant. Mezi coming through now. But there's Vinny dropping the bomb to the floor, and Mezi's got a chase, but Vinny gives him the kill. He's got time to plant this bomb, and Jota's miles away. How has this happened? Mezi in the clutch now. Jota coming from absolutely anywhere as far as Mezi is concerned. Choosing to play safe, give himself some cover. There is no kit in the hands of Jota. Is there one on the site? Swinging now as the urgency rises. Touches the bomb, but Mezi can continue to walk. He's a non-believer. Big frags, and you have to wonder if Vinny made the right play there. Just going for the engagement versus Mezi. Was he not aware of the time? A 4K from Mezi in the round. I have to look back at what happened on the site.
Yeah, got the first kill. Teammate dies in hut.
9 seconds.
Yeah, that's tough. And then Mezi plants on that far side. He was scared of hut, but he gets back into hut in time. He gets back into a safe position. A massive moment in this map, a massive moment in this series. Now Imperial have to full save. They will want that round back, but they can't have it. Can't turn back time. Now they've just got a Zeus in this one. Ezzy again, just so consistent, by the way. I feel like he's just always at the top of the scoreboard. It's just ridiculous. Great to see for fnatic, though. Freed up from in-game leading, focusing on fragging. Doing a bloody good job at it.
They really needed to deliver their Imperial. That's 2 chances they've had now to close the gap on their CT side. There's only so many times you can miss these opportunities on CT Nuke and have your money broken and survive. There's still a chance for them, though. See, they've kept their money together. A lot of people coming Mezzi's way. This is the anti-eco position that Mezzi is holding. Allows you to fall back if lobby gets rushed by CTs. So if all your teammates are outside and you have to hold the inside, that's where you stand.
There we go. KRIMZ does what Mezzi couldn't. Cleans up the rest of the players. Yeah, it definitely helped that you not only have Mezzi there, but KRIMZ pretty close by, able to catch them in a choke point, even though Mezzi does go down. As you saw, he could fall back pretty comfortably there. So a timeout taken by Imperial, who are 13-7 down. This second half has gone wrong real quick for them, though. Lost a pistol, they win the second round. They get reset again by losing the follow-up. Frustrating the way Imperial have lost some of these rounds. That means they know how important this one is. 13-7. If you lose this round, your chances of winning the map are incredibly slim. Let's see what Imperial can go for. No AWP for Henny. Full M4s on the CT side. And no kit by the looks of things either. Something to keep in mind as this round goes on. Damage early onto Bolts, who's having a tough map hit. Bro just searching for this pick on yard. Get offered up to him yet, though. Damn. That's the pick that Afro was looking for.
The big one as well. Asta can open the pick. While they scramble for the outside, Joseph will find a bomb on the inside, and Henny's here as well. Hold on a second. Look at these frags from Imperial. Not done with this one just yet. What a wonderful response from the squad. Absolute savagery from the CTs. There's a great angle there for Bolts. 3 survive at the end of the round. Instant response. Still fighting. Mistakes have been made, but they're in this.
Oh, it was such a great shot from Afro as well, just before the smokes bloom. But then Imperial, I think they may have even rotated a second player to ramp because they were concerned about losing yard. Maybe they were about to rotate a player back to B instead of having both on ramp. The timing meant that they had 2 players there, whatever the intention was. And so the crossfire and the 2 separate angles were just really awkward for fnatic to deal with. fnatic decided to go for pace instead of utility in that position. Dexter's still got a smile on his face, even though it's 13-8. Even though it could get a little tight now for fnatic. Much needed round from Imperial. Good to see them fighting still on this 3rd and final map of the day here at Pro League.
Do not count them out. Imperial come into this one well equipped. Still playing catch up. Might just be up to the task. Felps will hear roeJ on the outside. Can raise the alarm that it has been very compromised. They look for a response instantly. Showing presence, waiting for that response, waiting for the CTs to pick, waiting Him to try and do something about this. Felps will be stuck though. He can't really go down those stairs for free. So he'll just be playing this position, focusing on secret. I love how fast fnatic are here. Get roeJ into garage. Make the CTs nervous. Do it so early that you've got time to wait. Time to allow them to make a play. Oh, the timing. roeJ not quite there. The response is good for Imperial. Felps still has secret. He need not peek. Going to eventually, though. Look how tight it is. Looking for the combo onto KRIMZ. He'll keep it competitive. 3-on-4 now, as Mezzy starts to creep around secret. Around Squeaky, sorry.
God gives them options still here, fnatic, but 35 seconds, no nades. It has to be headshots. They may just try and work together in from main here.
Mezzy and Afro remain. 20 seconds. Henny's got the angles. How much is there for Afro to do at this point? Try and make it expensive. Is there a bomb plant in there for him? Inviting Jota out, trying to bait him. Team will survive at the end of the round for Imperial. They are on the cusp of 10. Maybe if they can get there, fnatic will feel like their backs are to the wall. What happens then?
Yeah, 4 bullets left for Afro at the end there, so that's why he's trying to tap. He's trying to get the headshot. It's not enough time. And fair play to Imperial. The mid-round, or sorry, late round aggression there was very smart. Get aggressive, in through ramp, get those players into lobby. As soon as fnatic try and crunch in, they're just getting dealt with from all sorts of angles. Now it's full blocks, so they're just going to run to their death. Ooh, it's from felps. Very fast adjustment down there, even if it is against their eco. Double digits it is for Imperial. 3 rounds in it. Are fnatic going to start to sweat a little here? Even this buy, they don't quite have the AWP. Missing a few nades. Let's see if Imperial can keep the comeback going.
Great start. Very good start indeed. Just 3 rounds behind now. Imperial. Good 5-on-4. fnatic have time to solve the problem. So good that felps was in secret that last round. Perfect timing. Jota will show the presence on this occasion. Still a few smokes for Imperial. Team secret will be hunted. Jota's falling back towards B though. Towards control. Dexter up to some shenanigans in the meantime. See if he can get something done before they commit to the B bomb site. See Bolt's looking behind him. Vinny on the bomb site himself. felps is here as well though. Very tense situation. Does Dexter understand how many people he's entertaining on the A bomb site? It's a great opportunity in that respect as far as B is concerned. 35 seconds. And Henny is here as well. Instant trades, nothing else Henny could do. Now the rotation is on for Imperial. Bolt's trying to stop the bomb from being planted. Almost catching roeJ, but not quite. 2 remain for Imperial. Money is a little dicey for the CT squad. God, it feels so tense on Nuke.
Yeah, it sucks. I think they do have to save. 2-on-3, already very difficult. They had just a bit more money in the bank. It might actually be worth going for, just because fnatic are going to get so close to victory with this round. They're going to get to 14. But you can't really go for it. You'd rather just make sure you have the full buys going forwards. Credit to roeJ. I think he's had a pretty subpar day individually based on what he's normally capable of. He's had a couple of poor performances here, but that was a round where he really made the difference. Playing as that aggressive rifler in that round for the team. even with Mezzy getting denied early, you see roeJ running in, getting info from his teammates that he can trade off. And that final turnaround, very well done to give fnatic 14 and to put them 2 rounds away from securing this win.
"24 frags for Henny. Top of the leaderboards. Still work to be done. fnatic dominant on Imperial's pick of overpass. Imperial taking fnatic's pick of Anubis. And here we are at Nuke. Still close, still unpredictable. Seen great fast plays from fnatic outside, inviting a response from Imperial, but they had to keep it in the right position to not take the bait. What of round 25 though? Slower pace from fnatic. They've got almost all their util. 5 smokes on deck. Now, quite a few of these rounds I feel like fnatic have ended up 4v5 very quickly. Not on this occasion with their passive beginning, but here come the smokes.
Yeah, they've also had a fair few rounds where, even if they do go down 4v5 early, they're actually pretty slow with their final site plays. Sometimes that's worked, sometimes that's costed them. Spotted, dinked, but not dealt with. Will just about survive. Meanwhile, Henny has taken initiative towards lobby. The fnatic are down secret safely. The response.
Oh no.
Volley from Dexter.
Team shaking his head. That's kind of messed things up. They're trying to offer something or the threat of something towards A. In the meantime, Imperial are delivering, and there's no answer from fnatic. Imperial are just waiting. They can take whatever positions they want. Henny is dropped, but that could become a bait. Jota doesn't show. They won't look for him. He'll find 2. Surely he gets the second one. One way or another, down they go. Henny's sacrifice was worth it. Imperial closed the gap to 3. The money's broken for fnatic. No bomb plant for them. Make things very rough indeed.
Yeah, I'd love to know if that was on purpose or not for Imperial, because it did look weird. Henny scoped on the window. His teammate wasn't covering the door. But it actually ends up being a scenario where fnatic assume, okay, well, there's probably not a player on the site, because he would have been holding Squeaky for his teammate. In fact, that was not the case. Jota pops up, wins the round. I've got Afro on that scout. We saw him land some scrumptious shots with this earlier. He's done it again, but he won't get any more. Henny trades him. That might take some of the threat out of this round now. Wow, the drop down from Mezzy works. He's got an AK. Maybe there is some play in this round.
Yeah, 2v3, even with no Kevlar, gives you so much space. They have over a minute on the clock. The bomb is in their possession. This makes it real rough. You've got 2 bomb sites to hold. Do you defend both of them? Do you stay together? Do you have somebody looking towards secret? There are so many questions. How do you position yourself accordingly? KRIMZ still with a P250 above one of these 3 CTs. The lurk smoke then. That's half the information, and Mezzy is gone. But what about KRIMZ? Dealt with by Imperial. 12-14. They keep on coming.
And Henny keeps racking up the frags. 27 now. Over 100 ADR. fnatic starting to struggle. Seeing small mistakes slip into their game. That has got to be tightened up here, because there's not much more room for error. But 14-12. Been a pretty good comeback for Imperial. They've won 5 out of the last 6 rounds. AK's back out for fnatic. It's been a lot of slow rounds for them. Maybe they up the pace now.
Straight into the bomb site, there you go. But where are the frags? Vinny says, here they are. He's got 2. 1 for bolts as well. Imperial coming to life in the second half. Nothing is working for fnatic. Imperial are closing in on them, one round at a time, one step at a time. Henny's here as well. And Jota will finish off the job. 13-14. And again, we're not seeing the bomb plants from fnatic, which means every other round is a crap round. It's a rough round. It's a round without primary weapons, without all the tools for the job. And even with them, they're still capitulating. They're failing.
And every single round lost for fnatic in this second half, they've never planted the bomb. And so they are just constantly pushed back down to pistols. Does that free them up in this round? Does it open up a risk to be taken? roeJ runs through, but felps gets him while he's blind. So fnatic's opening move goes awry. Smokes are up, that will force a response, but Imperial look pretty comfy. They've got 2 down on B. felps is here ahead of them. Be alone for a little while though. Oh, okay. KRIMZ burns, rotate down. Looks okay for now. Dexter will do what he can. felps gets back to safety. That might have removed the chance fnatic had in this round.
Beautiful bait. Beautiful bait. Hook, line, and sinker for Dexter. And we are all tied up. Coming into this half, we said it was unpredictable. We said it was uncertain. We said it was nervous, tense. And that is all still true. Zikita calling for a timeout. Backs are firmly to the wall now. If they weren't before, then my word. 14 apiece. Imperial threatening to take the lead. And that would mean match points immediately. Especially the way this series began. You would have never seen it coming, but here we are. And again, before this series began, we spoke about the measure of Imperial versus what MIBR did last week, how much detail, how much effort, how much work they'd put into their game. And if Imperial could show us something similar, they're on the cusp of defeating fnatic in the opening match of Group C. But now that they've made it here, can they deliver? It's one thing to catch up, it's another thing to step forward.
For fnatic, can they get some of the mistakes out of their game? Can they find a solution? They've hit a brick wall here on their T side. Plenty of slow rounds that have gone against them. It's with the early nade. Well dodged by Mezzi. Happy to take time at the start of this round. Not committing resources anywhere. Not taking any map control.
Is this a key to call, I wonder? That timeout. Did he just give them a hard strat to do?
Maybe. Sometimes that's what you need. Maybe you just need everyone to be on the same page with an outside voice. You feel a little more confident in the call. We'll try an A-side play earlier, but it was a fast one. Maybe later in the round with the lack of counter utility, could it work a little better for them?
They have a carpet of flames ready for this A-bomb site from what we can see. There's the first one. Here comes the second. Third one's on the way as well. CT vent is cleared. fnatic are here in the numbers. Just overwhelmed. It's so plain, it's so simple. But still, here we go. Stereo frags come in for fnatic and they'll overwhelm the A-bomb site. Simple counter-strike. Let them use the utility. Dump Molotovs everywhere. Abuse the numbers game. Surge into the site. Trade the frags. Take position. Very simple stuff and effective.
Good kill from felps. Money is there for Imperial. They should probably go for this, even though it's 2-on-3, even though it's hard. They're going to have the money either way.
Yeah, Vinny's got $8,000. They seem uncertain about it.
Trying to ninja? Are they just trying to keep fnatic's economy down? Oh, looks like fnatic will get 15.
Is this the right time to be playing containment? Answers on a postcard. Let us know what you think. Vinny's got 9,500. Well, either way, call seems to be the right one. Not the convoluted strats. Just hold position, get the util, abuse the numbers. Simplified. That breaks the deadlock for fnatic. They move to match point, but there's more work to be done. Imperial will have the full buy for the last round. Felps won't be in secret this time. Spotted in garage. KRIMZ creeping behind the smokes. No early loss for fnatic as we head to a minute 30.
Again, slow start to the round in terms of damage, in terms of action. Bit of map control taken by fnatic this time. Also, so important that Dexter fixed that molly lineup that he missed previously the prior round. Just a lack of counter utility was a clear issue for Imperial. This time a few nades left on both teams. Jota having to play down towards B early in this one because of that yard presence. Gulp of Henny is not on yard. It's over towards ramp right now. See fnatic decide to double back.
They're offering the same rounds. Dexter's been given Molotovs. They're offering the same round towards that A bomb site with the mollies. CT red on the hut roof again. Sorry, CT vent and the hut roof. The difference is that they're creeping towards B. Jota hopping up, having a look-see. There's a lot of people coming his way. 28 seconds now. Have they seen the bomb? This is very, very nervous territory. And Henny is posted up. But there's action in the bay bomb site. They've outmaneuvered them. Vinny has to deliver. 15 seconds. He's got to stay alive. He's got the bomb carrier. Vinny from left to right, from pillar to post. fnatic falling to the floor one by one. This time he stays alive, looking to swing on the bomb carrier. Messi in the clutch, but it won't happen. Vinny stays alive, delays, allows the rotation, and overtime is here.
Vinny so good in those anchor positions, and that's an incredible example of it. Stays calm under the most pressure of any round so far in this series. Looks right, looks left. fnatic can't coordinate well enough. It looked like such a good call. Messi gets that kill. They could have just converted sooner onto Vinny. It would have been a great chance for them, but instead, Vinny goes huge. And felps able to sweep the last couple of players under the rug and take us to overtime. This map, this series, it's not done yet. Imperial really showing up to play here today.
Go again. And he's got more work to be doing on Nuke. 28 frags is not enough for him. Make it 29. Drops creeping around the smoke. And he has been dealt with on this occasion. But felps is still here to hold position. Dexter is in no man land. Hold on a second. Fast moving around. fnatic making a 3-on-2. Messi getting activated. Outside's compromised. Ramp is compromised as well. And Imperial will surely have to go hunting for something. Over a minute on the clock for fnatic. They know that Imperial will be lurking, will be moving. They cannot be static in a situation like this.
Util. Ult will have to peek from this side, and it's pretty obvious where he's coming from. Afro looks back with the AWP. Vinny stuck in a 1-on-3. And money is generally pretty damn good in overtime. Sometimes you can have small economy issues. See what Vinny's decision is. Doesn't look like he's going for this one. So fnatic strike first. Is those T rounds that were a little trickier for both teams to get in regulation. In fact, if you remove the pistol rounds and the early round wins, T-side gun rounds were pretty lacking for both of these teams in regulation. That's a great start for fnatic. See if they can keep it up.
That's so fast. Clean frags from both sides. Both AWPers have been a joy to watch, I have to say, in this series. Afro's had some very special rounds, be it with the Desert Eagle or the AWP. fnatic take the first end. First blood in overtime goes to fnatic.
Slow start again. KRIMZ has some smokes dropped to him to deploy towards Yard. Bit of a back and forth there, but not much damage you can do through the walls. This time felps playing in secret, attempting to deny a little more aggressively. What's the support like for him though? Is he just going to have to fight alone? And he uses utility to delay? Does he want to be a surprise player here? Oh, roeJ taken down low and taken out entirely, and he was meant to be the lurk, the fake. Now they know it's not that secret play.
Unless KRIMZ can get something done. Not even going for a wallbang just yet. And felps has managed to escape, actually. And he is not content with just allowing fnatic to stand around. I feel like he might go forward here. He's just so aggressive. Doesn't need to. Spots the bomb. And hops onto the ramp. 5 on 3. Haven't really seen these be turned around. As good as Messi is, this is surely too much to ask. There was that one time in the first half, but I think that was more due to unforced error of Imperial. Making their way down, it is going to be a shooting gallery on the A-bomb site. And they will share the spoils, 16 apiece then, as we move into the last round of the first half of overtime.
That's just a couple of opening moves go awry for fnatic. Good switch up from felps. Very awkward fight, but it's one that felps wins. Then they try and go contact on ramp, which they knew was going to be a risk. Knew there's a chance the AWP was there, but they felt like they had to take a risk. They had to go with pace rather than utility. With the AWP of Henny there, he denies. So back to even. We have been a couple of times on this map. Smoke up early. So the group from fnatic into ramp will not be utilized just yet. KRIMZ is lining up those yard smokes again, only this time it's a complete fake out. It's the ramp play we need to watch for. Jota lines up two, finally traded, but the damage is done here.
This would be such a big round for Imperial if they can secure it, and surely they can. 4 on 2, make it 4 on 1. Afro versus the world. He's got 1 minute to find 4 AWP kills, but it's not going to happen. Imperial lead as we change sides. I'm kind of leaning towards Imperial to take this one. I feel like it might, that said, it might be a relief for fnatic that the sides have changed, because I think a lot wasn't going their way in many of those rounds on the T side. No, man, Imperial just have an energy to them. I'm sure it's easy to say when they have a 1-round lead at half-time, but still feels like they are ready to win this series.
We do have to remember, all the way back to that first half, Imperial won the pistol, got a 3-0 lead on T side. Then they lost 9 in a row before they finally won 3 more T rounds at the end of the half. In the gun rounds, they didn't find much success either. It was a similar story for fnatic. Both these teams struggled on their T side in regulation. But can Imperial turn things round now that they're into overtime? Can they improve? Can they get a better T side on board? We're about to find out. Oh God.
Oh, felps has been dropped. Afro finding success outside. fnatic maybe feeling refreshed, having moved to the CT side. 500 HP in this 5-on-4. Unscathed as of yet, as I say that. Dexter will eat a fat grenade. now then, Imperial. Lots of running on the roof. Heading towards that minute mark. See Henny on the roof is fully equipped with grenades. I do wonder.
Hard to say. Yeah, roeJ might need to play a little safer there on yard. 5v4 up. Give away a pick. Oh, this is still scary running back.
He must be wrapping A, surely. I don't think there's time to really safely achieve anything else. Look at the inroads they've made. And Henny's still on the roof, deploying some grenades, but they're lining up in the worst way. But Jones has got something to say about this, including a team kill. 2 on 3. fnatic have got a great angle in Dexter. That is the objective dealt with. Henny in the clutch now, 20 seconds. Just don't show your face, don't show the flesh. Henny! Oh! 6 HP into the flames. Oh my days, what is happening? Looking for the frags, they're moving together. He doesn't hear it just yet, and Afro is right behind him. Oh man, nervous territory once again. Score tied once again.
Yeah, there were chances there for Imperial. Yard was given up entirely. Afro rotated elsewhere. Looked like a little gap in the setup there from fnatic. Not aware that main was open. And that lineup is unfortunate for Jota. Dexter just able to get one. That's enough. Afro drops to the site. Henny always going to have a hard time. The flames certainly didn't help. Made sure the pistol was just a one-shot. Tied up again. Who is going to break through, if anyone? Be 2 in a row for these teams. Otherwise, second overtime would be required. Not much vision here for roeJ. And they haven't rotated anyone down to B. See if fnatic respond at any point. Right now, KRIMZ is staying on ramp. Oh. Dexter just got down to 42 health from that nade. It's about as much damage as you can do with 1 HE.
Yeah, they're finding good success on Dexter with these grenades. Afro gets the kill. Simple baits it up as well. Miss, a rare miss from him. And Henny's still standing. That's the bomb carrier as well. A lucky escape. See what role Henny has to play in the remainder of this round. 45 seconds for them to find a way in, if you will.
Oh, I think he spotted him. Jaws theme intensifies. Felps will hunt him down, and now a chance to wrap onto this A bomb site. KRIMZ has help, though. This is a bait and switch. Even if Mezzi goes down, they have to be ready for KRIMZ as well. Mezzi deploys the flash, goes for the fight, and he gets the first. Sure, there's the trade, but are they ready for KRIMZ? Waiting on the site. He gets one, he gets two, and fnatic find map and series point.
Simple and massively effective. That is how you bait. Exhale from Imperial, but there is more work to be done. Get your chest up once again. Wonderful work from fnatic. Never saw it coming. Both looking towards heaven. Again, very effective. How deep can they deep? How deep can they dig even? Oh my god. Imperial. I can't believe I just said that. 5 AKs, no more AWP for Henny. It's been a long day, okay?
How win can they much? Let's find out. 4-man down secret for Imperial. No response for fnatic, but they have got that lobby aggression, so I think they'll rotate multiple players back down. They took a big risk pushing into lobby, but it's paid off for early info. They can stack 2 down to B early. Maybe even use nades to just slow down any attempted play from Imperial here. They've got all the info right now, fnatic.
Imperial still have the numbers, though, to trade frag a position, to create space. That util is brutal, though. That util is brutal. You just stand here and wait for it. too much risk otherwise. They could open a door and put a smoke through it, maybe. I'm not sure where Vinny is. There we go. They don't want to be enslaved by fnatic's utility, and they're finding frags as well. Starting to move in. The numbers game is being abused as it should to wonderful effect. We are not done with this just yet. Pezzy needs a miracle. Not going to get one. More overtime to come. Let's go.
That looked so good for Fnatic, and then it just crumbled in a matter of seconds. You saw Jota on the end of the screen there, just trying to calm down the team after the round win. Yes, get hyped, but also focus on the upcoming second overtime. There were some of those rotations down prior. The drop down the vents was being held for. Methodical play from Imperial, prepared for those rotations coming in. Even though Fnatic had 2 down on B, they had all the info. They can't win the round, and so we go again.
They will surely regret that round, Fnatic, but it's done its history.
Well, it depends if they win the map and series or not. Then they'll really regret it. They don't. Oh, not crossed yet. Okay, they make it. Despite the smokes fading, but are they ready for roeJ? roeJ, well, gives the game away, but smoke will go down. That looks good.
Oh, man!
That looks even better!
In his initial position, I was wondering, he surely has to get 2 from that position. But he's got 1. Been able to reset, which is fantastic for Fnatic. And this is killing loads of time for Imperial. While that duel is going on, we've got 45 seconds on the clock. And yes, felps is still making his way forward. He was so keeping him on Anubis. Can he be keeping him on overtime? 3 remaining now. And he's spotted with the bomb. That will encourage rotation, which felps is looking for. But Fnatic surely have eyes on the clock. They have position. They've got angles. They can have bait setups if they want. Imperial be walking to their doom here. They're really going for this round. Oh, Henny. Wonderful work, but there's more to be done. roeJ's in such an impressive position. There is the bomb lost. Can felps squeeze in a bomb plant here? The answer is no.
Another impact round from roeJ. Even though he's had a struggle of a map at times, he is finding impact. I love that spam. You put the smoke down, and it's fairly likely the T is just going to try and sit on that close right angle. And clearly roeJ was very aware of that fact. That's the shot from Henny. The door swinging open, which looked good, but not good enough. roeJ turns it into a triple kill in the end after finding 2 down on B. To get something faster. Nades early. Not followed up on straight away. roeJ getting back slightly. This is dexter. No aggression for you, sir.
Big flash. Imperial have basically all of their util. So do pay attention to that. Bolts will be the Molotov man up top.
They got their eyes on this A site. Very tempted. Looks like they will commit to this.
Afro's timing will be interesting. Dexter somehow eats some flashbangs. Mezzy tried. Oh, the faint flashes. They just keep on coming in. Dexter can't see anything, but they're running out of ammo. They'll get the kills regardless. 2-on-3 is still close, and now it's a little bit less so. Afro has found the bomb and has fallen towards him. Such a tight angle for him as well. This changes everything, but how long does he hold his spot for? They're walking together, focused on Hart, but they're coming from Squeaky. They could line up for him. Can he get the second shot in time? Surely not. There's no trade. Afro, how many clutches in this series? How many clutches? How many clutches?
It's the flicks back as well. He thinks the second player is coming from Hart, but he still flicks back. This man rarely misses. In clutch scenarios, apparently he can't miss. The bomb being dropped, though. What a disaster for Imperial. It opens the door, and Afro slams it shut on them. 20 rounds for Fnatic. They could go flawless on their CT here.
I cannot cope with Afro's clutches. Stop it. There's too many. There's too many. How can one man have so many highlights from one series? And the job's still not done. Oh, some of the rounds Imperial have lost are heartbreaking. And yet, they still stand.
And they get at least one T round. And it has been harder for both teams to get rounds on this T side, so one could still be enough. roeJ finds one, but quick trade. Afro not ready. Still flicks back! There is no way he gets that! What is happening here? Vinny is so mad at that one. 45 seconds. What is the plan B for Imperial then?
Behind enemy lines. Available now on VHS. 25 seconds. felps makes his way through so clean. Didn't spot Afro in time though. Dexter delivering as well. Match point fnatic. Is it enough this time?
The Afro flicks, man. Like both kills in that round, he kind of got caught completely off guard. Oh, that one, Vinny will want that back. And having to turn 180. That is tough. And now Imperial have to go flawless. No room for error on their CT side. Can they get it done? felps wants to move to secret early. roeJ wants to run at him through the smoke. Are they aware? felps has got here very early. roeJ hard clears it, but felps wins the fight again.
Nice work from KRIMZ. Fills the vacuum. 4 on 4 now. Imperial need 3 in a row. Massive game from Malta. This is the opening match for these guys. The opening match feels like a semi-final. Surely spotted. Indeed. Maybe the end of the line for Imperial. A hell of a showing that they have given us today. But it might be asking too much to come back in this 2v4 with the bomb planted on the B-bomb site of Nuke. fnatic players swarming everywhere. Only flashes and smokes. Only Vinny now. 1 versus 4. Mezzy will finish off the job, and fnatic will win a very, very difficult series versus Imperial.
They didn't do it the easy way, did they? It took them a long, long time to close this out. Every other favorite wins their opening game, and fnatic make